Okay, in this video, I want to talk about one of the core competencies of resilience, and that is self-regulation. And when I say self-regulation, I'm talking about regulating your emotions. And this is the premise of creating power within to manage your own internal climate and your ability to handle situations amicably. Before I move forward with the actual content in this video, I just want to share that I got this information from a resilience course that I took a little over 10 years ago, and it was inspired by the theory and processes developed by Everett Worthington, who wrote the book 5 Steps to Forgiveness. I haven't read the book, but the information here is really powerful, and I felt compelled to share this with you. And it's relevant to the content that I share anyways. Alright, let's get started. What is power? Yes, it's an acronym, and no, it's not the street drug that you take in hopes to develop some kind of supernatural power, like turning into the Human Torch or becoming as strong as Jamie Foxx. Power is a technique that, when you practice regularly, you'll be able to regulate your internal environment so that whatever's going on around you, your internal climate is as you want it to be. So you're not changing with your environment, and you're staying in control of your thoughts and your emotion, which is pretty much the only thing we can control in this world. Okay, let's break it down. Step 1 is to pause. You want to pause and identify the feelings that you're having about a particular situation. And it's only a very brief pause, like 2 seconds, because we're not really trying to relive that moment of uncomfortable experience, but we want to identify it and understand the negative meaning that you've given to this particular event or a moment. Let's say that you're a student and you have a big test coming up and you start to feel overwhelmed and anxious. So you decide to use the process and you want to take a moment to pause and recognize that you're feeling anxious about this upcoming exam. Here you just simply acknowledge your emotions without judging. Step 2 is to observe. And here you just want to observe your thoughts, especially the things that you tell yourself about the situation. And I would say 100% of the time that those feelings that you don't want come from a negative thought that you're having about yourself or the situation. So you're having that feeling of anxiety and you observe your thoughts about your ability to do well in the exam. Maybe your thoughts are saying something like, I didn't study enough, or this is too difficult, I suck at tests, this is pointless, I'm probably going to fail anyways, and so on. So in step 3, you want to wait, or wire. Wait before you react to your emotions. Wire a new positive meaning that's more accurate about your true worth and value. I'll go into depth in another video about real-time resilience on this topic, but for here, you're just simply changing a negative meaning to one that's more true. And this is a crucial moment because you have to pay attention to things that you're telling yourself, because your subconscious is always listening. If you say you're going to fail, you will. So for that example, you were telling yourself that it's not worth it and you're probably going to fail. Wire a new frame of mind and think about your true worth. Think about it. You got to where you are because you've successfully passed many exams, and you are worthy and more than capable of passing this one too. You have to remind yourself of your self-worth.
Haha, I'm still worthy.
Step 4 is to explore different ways of managing your emotions. Oh my gosh, Loki. Step 4 is to explore different ways of managing your emotions by focusing on what you can do or what you've done to prepare for a situation. When I explain to myself with compassion about whatever's going on, I have this unparalleled power inside me that deals with any situation. And that's just me simply having a conversation with my superintelligence. That is, the spirit that lives in me and is above anything else in this world. And it's that same spirit that says I am a conqueror. And all I'm left with is the ability to remain calm and make better choices. So now you've reminded yourself of your self-worth, and you're now focusing on changing your physiology by doing some breathing exercises. I talked about this in a different video. And you're making a study plan and reviewing section by section. And that leads right into the last step, which is to respond. You're responding to your new thoughts, and new thoughts create new behaviors such as deliberate breathing to calm yourself and having a plan and studying to build your confidence. And before you know it, that overwhelm and anxiety is gone and you're ready to ace that exam. Place yourself in a power state. Your concerns about an issue are important, but the emotional beating you give yourself will always get in the way of your decision-making process, and it can negatively affect your behavior. So after putting yourself in a power state and manage your thoughts and your feelings, you'll be able to consider solutions that'll get you over some of those emotions that held you back in the past. And in doing so, you put yourself in a better position for achieving success, whatever that may look like for you. So by using the power process of emotional regulation, you were able to manage your emotions and focus on studying effectively. You've paused to recognize your emotions, observed your thoughts and emotions, waited before you reacted, explored different ways to manage your emotions, and responded in a positive and more productive way. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe somewhere on this page, and I'll see you in the next one.